I was sent these AI translation headphones so that I can show you not only what comes in the package, but then how it actually works and the app to go along with it. All right, so let's talk about what you're going to get. So you are going to get a USB to a USB-C charging cord. You're not getting a block, so make sure that you have your own. You're going to get a leaflet here that's going to kind of outline the product description and user manual, as you can see. And then here, this is the AI translation headphones and more about the app, which we are going to get into. Now, nothing gets me more excited than cases that are nice and well made. I love that. So opening it up, look how fancy those look. That's fancy. I like that a lot. So this is actually what the earpiece is going to look like. And I don't know if you can see the little blue button, little light there, blue and red. It means it's not paired, obviously. But as you can see, this is here. Now, on the earpiece by itself, right here's could be where the speaker is. It will tell you which one goes in what ear. And I know that there's a microphone on here somewhere. Let's see where he is. All right, the microphone is actually lit right there, so that way it can hear what's going on. But this is going to be the over-the-ear style. And let's actually get into the app itself. But as you can see, you can also see how much charge is left in these. So there is a 76% charge on these. Let's go ahead and get into the app. All right, so I have gotten the app here on the phone, and all I did is open it. It did ask if it wanted to be able to have location services. So I personally used when I was using the app. All right, so here we are. It's asking if I have an activation card. And I do. It is actually located here in this particular book. And I did move my light away so you can actually see this a little bit better. So I do have it at the back of the AI translation headphone user guide. It has a QR code, so I can't necessarily show that to you, but it is there. So I'm going to go ahead and I am following the instructions listed here in that same AI translation headphone user guide. All right, so yes, there is a card, and now it wants for me to connect to Bluetooth. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the Bluetooth on my phone to the Nebula Buds. All right, so Bluetooth is on, everything is great. So this is the app itself, and we need to go down here to settings, which is where I am now. That's all I've done. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom and click login, and you're going to create a login. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So for mine, I used my Apple ID because this is an Apple phone, and boom, it was just so simple. All right, so that's where we're at now. So now for the third step, we're going to look for bind new device, which is right here. And now we're going to enter the activation code that is inside of the AI translation headphone user guide. All right, something that I found is that in order for it to recognize on the phone for Bluetooth, I actually had to take them out. And so right now they're in my ear, but that way it was able to go in pairs. So we're going to go to bind new device and click connect. You're going to want to make sure that it is hooked up to your Bluetooth. You'll see here that it is, in fact, hooked up to the Bluetooth. And then I'm going to go ahead and enter in my activation code from the back of that user manual. All right, we are connected. Very good. Okay, so let's actually go through this app itself so you can kind of understand what you're looking at. All right, so here we go. So my headphones are in, so you're not going to be able to actually hear it, but I know that there's stuff you can see on the screen. So you can see what the product is. That's what we have. Simultaneous interpretation, earbuds and phone, dual ear mode, meeting recording, audio and video calls, and photo translate. All right, so what I have, so I actually have ChatGPT because I don't speak any other languages. But what we're going to do is, I believe you're going to be able to see it right here on the screen, what it says as well.
Here we go. Während die englische Übersetzung über die Ohrhörer abgespielt wird, kannst du sie gleichzeitig als Text auf dem Bildschirm sehen.
So as you can see here, I actually had ChatGPT go ahead and give us some German, and now I'm speaking in English. And so that way it's going to be a little bit weird since I'm speaking, but as you can see, what ChatGPT had said is you can see the text that's being translated here, and I can hear the English in my ears. Now, of course, now that I'm speaking, things are weird and I can hear her talking as well, but it's translating. Now, if you want to, and I chose German here, but if you need to go and change there we go. If you need to go and change the language, then you're going to go and click on that. Sorry, you're going to click on this up here. And that way you can change, do you want the person wearing the headphones, so that's going to be you. Do you want that to be German and then for this to be English? Well, we're actually going to change this. Let's see, we're going to do German, and then we're going to hear, let's do French. We will do French from France.
Absolutely, I've got you covered. Here it is in French, just as smoothly. Pendant que la traduction anglaise est diffusée dans les écouteurs, vous pouvez également avoir un texte sur l'écran. And if you need any other languages or a different style, just let us know.
All right, so that was, and I had to wait because it was playing in my ears. It's actually a lovely AI female voice that's in there right now. But so it did give it to us in French. And so that way you can see what it was actually being said. And then this is what it is in English. And so you can do this for any language that's here in the app. And then that's just transcription, but you can also do summary. So if you need to do meeting minutes, or if it's a whole speech, class notes, lecture, we can summarize what we just said. So I think that's pretty cool. You have the different templates that you can summarize it as. So you could have it as earbuds. So it'll translate the conversation of both parties when you wear the earphones like this. So that's actually what I think we're going to do. Even though I don't understand French, we're actually going to go ahead. Well, let's see. We'll do, let's do Spanish. Let's keep going. I do not know Spanish either, so we will go into Spanish. All right, so now what we've done is now I have changed ChatGPT here. He's going to be speaking Spanish from Spain. I have absolutely no idea what he's going to say because he's also putting in text Spanish, and I don't know Spanish. So my ChatGPT's name is Devin. So Devin, say something in Spanish.
Claro que sí, aquí voy. Ahora mismo te estoy hablando en un español de España y básicamente estoy diciendo algo sencillo para que veas cómo suena. Es como si estuviéramos charlando tranquilamente y yo te estuviera contando cualquier cosa en español. Así que aquí lo tienes, sin nada de mitología, solo una charla en plan PR.
All right, so that, as you can see, what he said, it came up immediately. And the reason why there was a pause in what I said is because I could actually hear what the English version is. So that way, all you do to start that conversation is you're going to go and hit this little button here. You're going to have them hold the phone, or you can hold the phone out for them, and that way it will pick up what they're saying. Isn't that right, Devin?
Exactamente, Danielle.
So if you are looking for translation earbuds that's going to help you be able to understand what people who don't speak the same language are saying, I highly recommend these because this is really cool. You could also have dual ear mode where one person has a headpiece and the other one has. That way they'll both be able to go and hear. That's kind of cool. I don't have anyone to actually test that with, but that's really awesome. You can also take your phone calls that way. There are some different options on here that I haven't really gone into, but you could, as you can see, it is hooked up to ChatGPT, AI image, things like that. So that way, if you want to learn other languages, this is a great way to be able to do that.